What is one reason that people are not happy? Think of anything in the world, anything that comes to your mind, except monkey.
I will think about monkey only. I don't know, like I was thinking, but it's coming to the mind.
True. So why we are suffering? We try to avoid that. I've seen people who have told me, I'm not killed my wife because I'm worried about the judicial process, but every day I want. And the next day when he's coming and say, please help me, the one who's with you in the morning is not the same person. The one who the night is trying to kill. We have to understand human mind.
So you are also known for being able to read minds. So how do you read your mind?
If I see somebody who is depressed, who is sad, I will notice it.
How will you notice?
Like if somebody is walking like this, you will understand there's something there, and you are not a doctor, but you will notice it. That yesterday I wanted to commit suicide.
Cool. Let's get started. Thank you so much, Chandra ji, to be in my show. It's called Mindfulness with Manish. So I'm gonna tell a little bit about Chandra Chaubey. Basically, in our podcast, Mindfulness with Manish, I have a high privilege of hosting one of the true inspirational individual whose journey bridges continents, cultures, and consciousness. Meet Chandra Chaubey, an Indian scholar, educator, healer, and regional leader who has over 20 years of shaping young minds in Mexico. Mexico. Currently, the Director General of Technology in Monterrey, in Tolca. That's the name of the city here. And it's the university where Chandra holds PhD in literature. From prestigious University National Autonoma de Mexico. Autonoma.
Yeah.
Okay. And is a former professor, national director, and a mentor to thousands. So beyond academics, he's also a motivational speaker, therapist, and a mind reader, commanding thousands of dollars for his 1 hour speech. Chandra has made Mexico his home for more than 30 years, blending ancient Indian wisdom into Latin America spirit while raising beautiful family with his Mexican wife. We will explore his unique life journey and the power of cross cultural living, the deep philosophy of the mind, and how mindfulness and healing can change your life. No matter where you come from, we will go deep down into each and every aspect of Chandra's life. Thank you again, Chandraji. I missed something in your introduction. You can introduce yourself also in your own words, and I can pause for now. Yeah, you can.
Thank you. Everything has been said, and whatever is left, I think it will come in our conversation.
Okay, sounds good. So, Chandraji, tell me a little bit about your, origin story, right? For example, can tell me about your journey. How did you end up in Mexico from India 30 years ago? Why did you choose Mexico? Let's start from there.
I will start with destiny. I was born in a very small village on the banks of Ganges, in a very small town of Bihar. And it's a border with UP. It's called Buxar. So I was born there, and my family members were very much involved in spiritual stuff. My grandfather, my father was uh, I think, a very great scholar on themes of Hindu philosophy, Gita. So right from beginning, I had always this interest in philosophical life. But then I also started studying like normal education, apart from all the philosophical and spiritual life. And then after I did my high school at Patna, I went to JNU and I did my BA and MA in JNU, and my area was Latin America in my MA. So once I finished my MA, I was invited by the government of Mexico to do my PhD
Okay.
and university also. So then I came to Mexico to do my PhD because I had read a novel called Pedro Paramo, and that was a novel about the human condition. So I always wanted to know what is in human condition, how people live. And there my journey started to do my PhD on Mexican writer Juan Rulfo, and I did the PhD on how 50 years of Mexican history is reflected in that novel and how the condition of human being in Mexico is depicted there. So that was my theme. In order to find the whole human condition, love, suffering, death, everything in that novel. And then uh, that's why the journey started and came to Mexico.
Got it.
And then I will tell you what happened next.
Got it. Yeah, yeah. So basically, you could have chosen the entire South America, but the reason why you chose Mexico is because the government invited you to be a to be, like do a PhD.
Yes, and also because I liked one writer. I was doing also on Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I would have gone to Colombia. I studied Borges, Argentina, Alejo Carpentier, Cuba. But many of my teachers in JNU, they convinced me to choose Mexico also. So there was a writer plus what teachers told me.
The reason was because people have like the universities are better here.
Better, and my teachers who had been in Mexico before, they were telling me that in terms of like a future, in terms of academic life and the relation with India and Mexico, it will be good for you. So they convinced me also.
Makes sense. So, what's your first impression of Mexico? How did it change over years for you?
I would say very difficult. I'm a, well, at that time, very conservative family. For example, I had never seen a divorce in my life. And when I came here, I started doing PhD. Imagine the impact. No, I will tell later on how now I understand about that. I don't judge, but that was like very much for me. I would say cultural shock. No, that I have been seeing a family and other kind of life, and then all of a sudden, I see like many of the kids they don't know their fathers. They've been abandoned right from childhood, the mothers. And then I started doing like a research and compare Mexico with India also. In order not to judge, in order to understand that people as individuals and cultures, we are not superior, we are not inferior, we are not bad, we are not good, we are just different.
Some people say like Indians are superior or some other races superior. It's not like that,
Not
right?
like that.
Everyone is equal.
Everything. I look, whole cultural stuff, I can conclude that you don't judge others. Try to understand. Because in order to judge, you need to understand their history. Without understanding that, you can judge a society or individual.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, coming back to your personal life, how did you meet your wife, and what has it been raising in bicultural children?
When I was doing my PhD, after like 1 year, I wanted to continue that PhD in India. I had that opportunity at JNU. So I said, okay, I did my 1 year and I think I should go back. No, still I was not that much adapted in that Mexico. So I was willing to go, and my mother, my father, everybody, they have loved me right from when I was born. And I was thinking about that. So then my friends, they invited me to a party, Cuban friends. And I went to dance the salsa. And there I met a girl whom the day I met her, in some minutes you can meet her, I told her that she will be my wife. She was asking how. I said, this is what I do, something I can understand, and you will be my wife. And almost 28 years I've been with her.
Nice. Any differences or any pushback you saw from your family when you proposed this idea about marrying her?
Yes, yes, because that was like I didn't want my father and my mother to be like unhappy on my wedding. So I went there to convince them. So my father told me, let me handle. No, I know that you are in love, let me handle. He talked to my mother, who was like for me very special. And I remember one thing. He said, I don't know what is Mexico. I know America. And I've heard that in America, people get divorced. What about you? I said, and from your background, I will try not to do something. It's not good or bad, but I know. And she said, okay, go ahead. Whatever you decide, always remember that 50% is you. You can't clap with one hand. So always,
50% is you, 50% is your wife.
yes. So
Yeah.
they're understanding. And then like 20 times she has been there, my daughter, and I've been loving them like never. So
You have one
come to
daughter.
understand one daughter, yeah.
What is her name?
Damini Chaubey.
Damini.
Gonzalez.
Say.
Yeah.
So Damini Chaubey Gunjales.
Yes.
Gunjales coming from the wife.
For vice, yes.
Okay, nice. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I was about to ask what's the name that you have given.
Yes.
These days, my friends always give their son and daughter some American name like Sia, Mia, Kia.
Yeah.
But it's good that you have your roots are stick to the ground.
Ja, and my father also, he was very fanatic of putting names, all the names, and some astrological, and moon and sun, and like my name Chandra. Chandra means moon.
Moon.
No? Damini, like lightning in the sky. So, and we like the name. And
Okay, makes sense. Cool. So let's talk about psychology and mind reading. Because when I met you, that is something you expertise on. So as a professor of psychology, what fascinates you the most about the human mind?
first, that whole creation of heaven and hell is here in the mind. So we have to understand human mind. I've been working for like 25 years just on mind and on themes of depression. So what I've found is that if we don't understand our mind, really we will kill ourselves without even knowing that we have been slowly killing ourselves. So the first phase I understand is that right from Neanderthal Valley, we have very like few years as a human being, evolution. But the mind is there for long. So many things we have adopted in our culture, in our body, but we have not understood our mind. So there are parts of our mind is still unknown, and that will create a lot of problem. I can give an example that I find the human mind like many rooms. No? So the one room is a person who is very aggressive. Another room, there is a person who is kind. When one is aggressive and comes to you, the one who comes to you is not one the aggressive one, is the kind one. That's why he's coming to you as a psychologist and help me. No, but that person who needs that help, he never comes to you. The mind is so changing all the time that we don't understand whom to help. And when we are helping somebody, it's not the person who needs. There is a hidden mind. No, the mind at the night who is willing to kill his wife. I've seen people who have told me that I'm not killed my wife because I'm worried about the judicial process, but every day I want to study that mind. The same mind 20 years back was giving all the words that I will die with you, will love in the worst phase, in the good phase. What has happened? And the next day, when he's coming and say, please help me, I'm violent. The one who is with you in the morning is not the same person. The one who the night is trying to kill. We have to understand human mind. Otherwise, our whole life will be gone and we are fighting with ourselves. The unknown mind, 90% the unknown mind.
तो कैसे समझ सकते हैं माइंड को?
Work on that. You have to. Anything. Look, if you go to a movie, you find yourself change even 1 minute. If you go to a therapy, it will change you. You will not notice it in one day. So you have to take an example that, okay, I'm going to work on my mind also. I'm going to read books. I'm going to find some experts and help me. Like if you go to a gym and you'll find changes in your body, why not with the people
Yeah.
who work with the mind? So
Yeah.
try to find them and don't think that only like a mad person goes to an expert
Yeah.
of psychology. You need to go.
So some of the points you mentioned is to train your mind is reading books,
Yes.
right? Going to therapist.
Yes.
Like we go to gym, just going to therapist is also good.
Yes.
Sometimes people think that they only want to go to therapist when something is going in the mind,
Yes.
right? But I think normal person can also just go and talk to someone,
No,
right?
always
Or
there's
some talk to a friend.
Yes.
There's always something going on.
Always there's something. You don't know. That's where you go. And
Okay.
they will come to know that he's helping you. You think that there's nothing. But just the habits you have, the habits are killing you and you don't understand.
Yeah.
You say it's a normal. So that's where the mind will convince you that 90% of the mind will convince you that you should not go.
Yeah.
That man who is violent, aggressive with his wife, he at the night will not come to you. Only in the morning, the one who is wise. Because at the night he will convince you, the wise one, no, don't go, I will fight, I will finish. That's why you have to go, to understand that, okay, there is a hidden mind who is killing you bit by bit.
Right, right. So you are also known for being able to read minds of others. What does that really mean? How do you read mind?
I believe in science. When we talk about reading mind, what we understand is that so many years you have been working on people that you know what he's going through. So when if I see somebody who is depressed, who is sad, I will notice it.
How will you notice?
Because I have been working with so many people that I know their pattern. It's like if somebody is walking like this, you will understand there's something there, and you are not a doctor, but you will notice it. So what we have been doing, that I know how a depressed person talks, how he feels, how his mind, because I've been listening. So the moment I see somebody is less depressed than somebody else, I will notice. Then people will say, how did you come to know that I'm going through? That yesterday I wanted to commit suicide because I've already seen 100,000 like you. So yes, it's, it's not only reading mind. You see what is there and you read it. Much more than reading mind. So normally when I see somebody and I start talking about that person, it's like a doctor who is seeing ultrasound. No? So I see people like going to the airport in that X-ray machine.
X-ray, you will see like that.
Like that, because I have been working and I've seen. So there is a comparison. There is a saying, they know a person, physical, mental, but especially mental stuff. If you are sad and something is going on your mind, you can never hide it. Never. Even if you smile, the smile will be different from the one when you were totally happy in real life and not depressed. It's a difference.
So you will know the difference. Some people can't, but or is it like everyone can know the difference? Is it?
If you'd work on that,
Yeah.
it's like a Lamborghini or any car with the brake on and driving, the sound, it will notice, the speed,
Okay.
everything. So the same human mind, when it's not in its full phase, anybody can notice it.
Yeah. So what are some of the practical ways people become more aware about their own thoughts and patterns?
First, minimum 1 hour, like you brush your teeth, you take bath, minimum 1 hour every day, give also to understand what is going on. What are your fears? And really, if those fears you can control or you have created, try to just see, try to be conscious. Don't find somebody, just be aloof 1 hour and try to see. Imagine your habits. You will find that many of the habits you have created, they have controlled you. They have controlled you. You are the like a prisoner of your own mind and habits, but you don't know. So be conscious. Be conscious. If you're smoking, be conscious why you're smoking. If you're doing something in the morning, first and second, what is the main cause of your suffering? There are two kind of. One that is material. No, okay, you need more money and you don't have. And another that you are creating every day a fear, and that is your hell. If you become conscious, you will understand that many of the time don't fight with your mind. Leave it. Example. If I tell you that think of anything in the world except monkey. 10 seconds, close your eyes and think anything that comes to your mind except monkey.
I will think about monkey only. I don't know, like I was thinking, but it's coming to the mind.
So why we are suffering? We try to avoid that. Open the door and ask, please, monkey, come. Then it will come something else. So a boy comes and he say, 1 week back, my girlfriend left me. And now she is with somebody else, my friend. And I'm like trying to commit suicide. I don't know what to do. And if you try to work, many of the time the girl is there because she's trying to avoid. And he's seeing her in boyfriend. And I think, okay, now you are seeing also in the bed. Yes, yes. How do you know? Because you are avoiding so much. Open the door and I say, yes, I want to see. Come. You'll find that she will not come.
So people, when they avoid something, that thing will come to them
In mind.
in mind.
In mind.
In mind.
Yeah.
And
Avoidance is that you are bringing,
so the key point is not to avoid.
not to avoid. Be neutral.
Be neutral and be as normal person. You just don't think about it. Let the thought come and pass.
Exactly. Try to understand how to float. You know how to swim. When you float, you do nothing. You know why? Because you do swimming. But when you float, if a person will watch you floating, he will say, how? Hands like this, legs like this. How? What is he doing? But the same person, if he doesn't know, he goes, he will try to do everything more than Archimedes did in the pool. And then he will die. All his efforts, you did nothing, and he did everything. All his efforts made what? He drowned.
Yeah.
And now that he's drowned and he's dead, now he's floating. He does nothing and he's floating. Right from beginning, he would have floated.
Yeah.
Problem is that it's a metaphor. But in life, really, sometimes you have to give 1 hour to your mind and try to be neutral and observe your mind, not try to just avoid. Whole day you're avoiding, and at night all the dreams are product of what you are avoiding at night. They will come.
Okay. So when you say 1 hour, just observe your mind. So just meditate. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So just sit quietly, close your eyes, and just focus on your breath.
Yes. Breath.
Okay.
And also create habit, little bit of other things, not the habit that are killing, like action, no, walking,
Walking or
breathing. If somebody is expert talking to that person, and then he will see that actions become habits, habit become behavior, and behavior become culture.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Cool. So that's a good, suggestions. Is mind reading or intuition something that can be trained or developed?
Yes.
Okay, so for me, I'm new to this concept. How can I read someone? Like if I know someone,
Yeah.
then I know, okay, 5 years ago, that person used to behave like that, smile like that. But now maybe something is different. So I can know something is going on. But if I meet something new, right, how will you know that something is going on?
Try to read many books about human mind, the way it functions, and also try to have more people interaction. So like I've been working like the whole day with people. So you have to be with too many people in order to understand what is going. So anything you can develop.
Okay.
For example, if there is a person who doesn't know swimming and neither you know the swimming, if I train you only 20 minutes and tomorrow we throw both of you in a swimming pool, you will survive, he will die. 20 minutes. Forget about that. You are going to a boxing. You have never boxed in your life. Okay? And he doesn't know anything either. You see only 10 minutes or 5 minutes mic session. And the way you have got upper edge. So what I'm saying that everything can be trained,
Okay.
everything can be developed if you put efforts, time, actions.
That was my next thing, as in how to train your mind, but you answered that. Basically, time, effort, and action.
Time. Yes.
Yeah. So coming back to our topic, another area which I want to touch base is motivation. I know you have been a motivational speaker, a healer. So healer is much more above than motivational. People right now are feeling stress and depression. Having a motivational speaker is very important. So my next question is, So, what makes your message so impactful so that people come and see you? What makes you different in terms of motivation?
I wrote a book. The book is called, in Spanish, Del vientre a la muerte, El viaje de la vida. In English, it will be like from womb to death, the journey of life. So that book I wrote after talking to many people who were dying in hospitals, patients of cancer, 80, 85 years old, 55 years, many people. So I went to the hospital, but I didn't go there to write books. I went there where people wanted me to go there as a Hindu priest. I was born in a Brahmin family, so to talk something, that the soul is eternal, everlasting, the fire cannot burn it, the air cannot dry it, the water cannot wet it, and it will last forever, the body will go apart.
Yeah.
I was talking like that. But then when I started watching them and their suffering, that I have been not loved in my life and I'm leaving this world. I sacrificed whole my life for somebody else. I let people dance on my dignity. I did nothing. So when I was talking to them, what they were telling, I wrote the book. But now I started, okay, what is my one objective? That if I help you and I work with you in conference or in personal, you will not bang the tomb. What I call bang the tomb, those people were going and they will be buried and they'll be banging the tomb that they want to come back again to this life. They want to come back and they will never. What I teach, let me teach you something to live so well and for you that you will not bang the tomb. You will go peaceful life.
So basically, something which our culture also teaches, like moksha.
Moksha.
So basically, you will not take a rebirth, and you will be like coming out of the rebirth and going to the higher elevation of life. So that's what something you could teach those people.
Yeah, but also that you can do only if you have lived your life to the utmost.
You're talking about you or them?
Anything, them,
Them.
and
Okay.
me also, obviously.
Yeah.
Anybody, you have to live your life. Many of the things, like, for example, I remember, what is one reason that people are not happy? And they go to the graveyard unhappy and they're banging the tomb.
Because they have not completed something which is.
Yeah. Also, many of them, they have lived for the dreams of others.
Can you give example of that? Someone is living dream of like somebody is an employee of a company.
Like employer for the company, and like, for example, that you have got your life, but you sacrifice everything for the whole family. Balance. Balance.
Okay.
Where is your life? Sacrifice is good in terms of that you are happy and balanced. No, my father something had done, but normally what we do for even our kids or somebody, that we let others to construct the castle of their happiness on the graveyard of our unhappiness. And then we say, we have not lived. How can you live?
That's a very big thought that you just said. I want to break that down. But the summary here is we should never live others' life, as in.
Others' life, and कभी भी
Hmm.
किसी भी आदमी को ये हक मत दीजिए कि आपके दुख पे,
Hmm.
आपके कब्रिस्तान
आपके
दुख
कब्रिस्तान पे।
पे वो अपना सुखी का महल बनाए.
Hmm.
जो भी हो, मेरे साथ बनाओ, मेरे
Hmm.
ऊपर कभी नहीं.
Hmm.
चाहे कुछ भी हो, चाहे कोई भी हो.
मतलब हमारी हैप्पीनेस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इट्स नॉट लाइक वी शुड बरी आवर हैप्पीनेस ओवर सम अदर्स हैप्पीनेस,
Yes.
राइट? दैट इज अ
Yeah.
तो यही मेन कंक्लूजन है. अगर लोग अनहैप्पी, जब कमिंग बैक टू द इनिशियल पॉइंट,
Yeah.
people are living from this earth unhappy is because this is one of the reasons,
Yes.
because they have not fulfilled what they
And they
desire.
have not tried
They have not
to
tried.
live their lives. They have
Mhm.
tried to live somebody else's life. For example, that the dignity, no, you are working in a company or somewhere. You know that you are not living, but sometimes we become the prison of our desire. So what we want is that try to understand your mind. Sometimes the love is there, and you are not brave enough to tell her or him that you love. So many of the emotions not expressed in life, we will regret when we die.
Yeah. Okay. That's a deep thought. What's the biggest myth about motivation that you want to debunk or you want
that
to remove?
that it doesn't function.
Hmm.
The people believe that if you read books and if you go to the, it will not help you. This, it will help you. The problem is that if you have got your legs broken, you find a doctor next day. You have got here too many broken
Problems.
stuff,
Yeah.
and you don't go. Sooner or later, people will kill themselves because they said, no, it will not. The myth is to understand that it's not going to help. No, it will help. Have balance. I will never, when I teach the students, I give speeches all the time, I always tell, if a person has got cancer, you have to go to chemotherapy.
Hmm.
You can't substitute. But if you got motivation, both, never avoid doctors.
Hmm.
You will die. Doctors are there. But if you've got faith and you've got like somebody who can help you also, it will help. No? So for me, it's very important in terms of how you find yourself before an adverse situation.
Hmm.
Motivation will help you.
Right. Can you share a story of someone whose life completely changed after one of your sessions?
There was many stories I can tell. I've been godfathers of sons of many taxi drivers in Mexico. They've invited me when I was going to their taxi, and one Mauricio was telling me that I want to kill myself. But he told me, I told him that I see you very sad. Let me help you. You are not. And then he started talking to me. And one day he invited me, so depressed. I said, I will help you. And almost he had killed himself. I said, wait. And now he's got a restaurant. And when his son was born, he invited me to be his padrino, like godfather.
Hmm.
So there are many cases. The students, the students have come to me and say, what you have done, I know that my father had got a gun to kill my mother. So you have not changed their life, but you changed my life, that I wanted to kill myself, and you helped me 3 years, and now he's in London. So I believe in one thing. If people are sad, you need a friend or you need somebody who can help you.
Hmm. How you have so much time for people?
I love what I do. And apart from university, it gives me time. I really love what I do. And even if I'm in a restaurant, a dinner, and I see somebody 10 minutes, I think 10 minutes can change somebody's life. So I've been doing because really I love. And at some point of my life, I needed that. And somebody helped me,
Hmm.
my father and somebody. That's why I started doing my all the research work on depression, because if somebody has got a bullet, there is not even a single doctor in whole world that can guarantee you that he will take the bullet out and will save your life. He can try, but he cannot guarantee you.
Hmm.
When somebody is depressed, I say, I will guarantee you. So why? Because this is your bullet. But also, if it's a physiological psychiatrist, go with that. It's not only mind, it not only talks, both scientific way, if it needs, if there's got a problem, or you help.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I've seen people like you are very busy professional and you are a professor also, but it's good that you're taking time from your career and all to help people, which is great because this is something you like.
How can I believe in God and say some parts of your life, like if 1 minute of your life can help somebody, do
Yeah,
it.
why not? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about healing and therapy. So what kind of healing work do you do and how is it different from traditional therapy?
Look, in healing, what I believe in many stuff of James Lange, the two psychologists, William James and Lange, and they work on that. It's not only emotion that create action. Action can create emotion.
Hmm.
So, for example, it there is a couple. very sad and they are at verge of getting divorced and everything. I want to see if really is dead or they're alive, that relationship. So with action you can heal, not try to convince them what they should think. Make a little bit of habits. So James Lange, they created that idea that any person, if you provoke before action, it will create emotion. For example, tomorrow, if you prepare a breakfast and take you to your girlfriend, today you didn't do that, you didn't feel that. Don't feel. Don't wait for feelings.
Just
Don't
do it.
wait for, just do it. Do it for 1 month. And then I will ask you how much you feel for her. So what I try to do,
Action will create emotions.
action will create emotion.
Just do it, and then emotions will happen automatically.
If I ask you, you are from 1 to 10, now you are, how pacific you are, 10. Really? But I ask you to just box in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you will become aggressive. So anything can change. So what I believe is that action. When people say, for example, you say, today I don't love the person whom I used to love 10 years back. Why? Because I don't feel. No, you don't do what you should do.
So do action.
Yes,
That's a way to cure your relationship.
exactly.
So do whatever you used to do before,
Yes.
and the emotion will be a byproduct of that.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good thought. Yeah.
And people will ask why the relationship between boyfriend and girlfriend lasts longer than the matrimonial life. Because there is more action in the boyfriend-girlfriend relations.
Yeah.
So action,
So that's one of your keywords. Like,
I believe in action. Out of 10 people who are going to do, even in job, even in your work, you say, my teachers. No, don't blame your teachers. See what you used to do when you had grades of A and now what you do.
Yeah.
In your job, I was promoted to director. Now nobody looks at me. Look at you, what you used to do.
Yeah.
The actions are real. Even the fear. A little kid, when he sees a lion, he's not scared. And you see a lion, you are scared. You know why? The moment you see a lion, you want to run. That running, that action of running creates fear. And the boy doesn't have that action of running. He's not scared. Action is created first before emotion.
Yeah. That's a very good thought. How does your cultural background influence your approach to healing?
I was in a Buddhist center and in mutt in. So when I was 7, 8 years old, I used to see dead people burning, and teachers who taught us how to see life and how you can understand. So that started when I was 6, 7 years old. So I have got that in mind that first you understand the problem. Even if somebody dies and people are unhappy, you have to understand and work with that person that if your wife died yesterday, 2 years, you are immune. And you say, no, my life has gone. The love of my life has gone, there is nothing. Those 2 years, you will become alcoholic. You will drink like never. Your body is nowhere. After 2 or 3 years, you might find somebody else. Then you will have kids. And you say, yes, she had her life. Really, I couldn't do anything. But now I have desire to live. Now I have got another life, kids, but you can't live. Because those 2 years, you killed yourself. Now your liver is not functioning. Now your kidney is gone for those 2 years. So when you are depressed, when you are sad, and that moment, you have to show them what is coming. Hold on to that 90 days. Hold on to 2 years. Otherwise, you will regret. Not because of that. She went because something happened destiny, but you killed yourself with her without a reason. And when your kids are there, they will cry that my father is now so young, he is living. Because people don't understand and they kill the moment they should sustain, hold on to, and fight for what is coming. Show them what is coming. Otherwise, everybody, whenever he has a problem, is gone.
So what you are saying is, instead of like ruining your body or going through that problem, just deal with that says that and just move on.
Move on and change your physical circumstances.
Yeah.
If you go to any graveyard, you become unhappy. And the dead one you don't know. You just go to any place where the people are buried. You will be unhappy. And you go to discotheque. The girl is not looking at you, but you become happy. Try to change your circumstances. Go to a gym instead of going to a bar. You will see the changes.
So what's one powerful tool or practice people can use to start healing themselves today?
Today, try to change the circumstances. If you know that you are sad, the whole night your mind will convince that don't go for jogging. Whole night. And in the morning you are convinced. So you have to follow some rules. If there's a mother, take an oath by her name that whatever happens at 6 in the morning, you are at the park. You need somebody with you. The most important thing is find somebody who can help you when you need. You can't do alone. And you can't do with somebody who might be the reason of your unhappiness.
Yeah. One other thing which I've heard is accountability. You need an accountability partner who will make sure you are accountable if you're not going to gym or jogging.
Yes.
So, for example, if you did not go to gym, he will call you. Hey, what happened? Did you go to gym? No. Why? Tell me the reason. So that kind of thing.
Yes, right.
I pay money for my gym trainer, physical trainer, just to text me. Hey, Manish, did you go to gym? Why not? If I don't go, then he scolds me. So something like that, you know.
Immanuel Kant,
Yeah.
he used to have many servants. The Immanuel Kant, a great philosopher, he understood human mind so weak, and his main objective was to take bath at 5:30, at 6 in the morning, be there and see the nature. That was his love. But he knew that the human nature is a weak nature in terms of sleeping, and he will sleep. So he will pay a servant and say, please wake me up at 5:30. Otherwise, I will fire you. But look at me. Look the weakness. He will say, when you are coming to wake me up, I will tell you today not. Today I am feeling bad. I am your owner. Tomorrow, don't listen to me. You have to take my body. But I will fight with you. So you watch Immanuel Kant fighting with his servant every 5:30 in the morning. Those who listen to him and say, okay, sleep, he will kick them out. And those who follow, that no, you have to be in the bathroom, he will follow with them. He understood. Tonight, I want to, in the morning, to go to the gym. But when I'm sleeping, my mind will convince him tomorrow. I have somebody to back that idea. Paid for that.
You have also somebody
Yes.
who wakes
My
you up.
wife.
Your wife. But that's a free, right? You don't pay for that. Some people pay for.
Yeah, but I listen to her a lot. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good way to lead a healthy life.
Exactly. And go outstairs.
Yeah. Life. Let's talk about life in Mexico as an Indian. When you came to Mexico, I know language is a barrier. What is like being an Indian in Mexico, culturally, socially, and professionally?
Changes. Many things I understood about India living in Mexico. And many things I had not understood. For example, for me, when I came to Mexico, I thought that the getting divorced was a bad thing. In India, I had not seen. When I came here, it's not that I can say it's a good thing or bad. I say it depends on the circumstances. You have to understand cultures, both cultures. Let me give you an example, and that I teach all of my uh, public who is listening to me. When my grandfather died, I was the last child, the seventh one. I was really crying because he loved me like nobody. No, I was born at like 7, 8 months. So she took care of me. I was 10 years old when he was dead. And my father with his friends, they took him to the river Ganges in front of us and they were burning. I was crying. I was crying that why they had to burn somebody whom they loved so much. I loved my grandfather. Why he had to be born in front of us? At that time, I didn't understand. My father did what he had to do. Later on, I realized that my father really loved my grandfather, but he loved him when he was alive. He could not keep his body in our house because sometimes he loved him. Had he kept his body, it will get decomposed. It will smell. And all our 7 brothers, we will grow up with our noses closed because of the smell. He did well. A love life is like that. When it's dead, you have to burn it. Otherwise, it smells in the house. And the kids don't grow up only with their noses closed, also with their minds blocked. And we think for them we have to continue. No, for them we have to discontinue. When the love is dead, it smells more than a dead body. What happens in many cultures, many marriages, I think even in India, we have, because of our culture, we have kept our grandfather's body in our house. That is one judgment. But also in Mexico, here the grandfather is still alive, but he's ill. Then I go with somebody else. So here the divorces or the separation are so high because they don't give second opportunity. So here we are killing our still alive grandfathers. And there we are maintaining the dead bodies in our house. Neither of them.
Is good.
Neither of them is good.
Yeah, that's a very deep thought. I need to listen to this again to understand this, but I get the conclusion.
I always tell, not a single grandfather's body in your house and not a single a grandfather who is still alive should be buried. So if there your relationship, one button is broken, try to stitch it. 2 again. But the whole buttons are gone, then throw the search. So where in some cultures, where all the buttons are broken and we have maintained our shirt in our house, our grandfather, and where here one button is gone and we throw
Throw
out
it
the
out.
shirt.
That's what the culture difference is.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is a easy analogy, like very good analogy to understand. Yeah. Talking about mindfulness and spirituality, how do you define mindfulness and how do you practice it in your own life?
Be conscious of your mind is mindfulness. Be conscious of what is going on. Be conscious of something that doesn't depend on you and you are all the time fighting. If somebody is gone, is there mathematical possibility that it will come? No.
No.
If you don't have that consciousness, you will suffer whole your life. And then it will create fear. So mindfulness, in order to understand your own mind in a plain level and understand that more than 90% of your fears are created by your own mind.
Yeah.
And these 90, at least one, if you remove one of your fears today, out of 89, one will create 2 more tomorrow. Then you will understand.
Yeah, I think that's why I named this channel as Mindfulness with Manish. Mindfulness you can apply anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yeah, even as a professor, even at with travel, just be conscious.
Conscious.
Yeah, and be aware what's happening.
Exactly. Just watch yourself and look that many, if you are like 40, what is left 40 years old? These 40 years you have ruined without understanding your mind and creating all the fears. Look back and you'll find that many of the fears you had, none of them happened. Same thing will happen in future. But no, you will ruin another 40 years. So that is mindfulness. Try to understand that many stuff that don't depend on you have created your hell. They are the worst hell in the world.
How you have so much clarity about mind?
Seeing them, many of the people who come. And for example, when I see somebody who's come and said, no, I want to kill myself, I say, how many people are today buried that nobody helped and they didn't ask for the help. And this person, I know that he will not commit suicide. After 90 days, when you see, he said, please show me. Show me if it was me who was willing to kill. I said, yes. Then you see, same person in 90 days can change everything.
Yeah.
That means that too many people have gone from this world without asking for help, without understanding their mind. How can somebody be depressed? How can somebody try to kill? If you understand your mind, that the depression is not physiological, right from childhood and parents, and that stuff of depression comes from your mind.
Yeah. That is truly.
And the one thing, your mind will convince that unhappiness will last forever. And another thing, mindfulness will teach you that any unhappiness will not last forever. It will last till tomorrow. That's the difference.
Mind and mindfulness.
Yes. Mind will convince you.
Happiness will remain.
Yes. Unhappiness will remain forever.
Yeah.
That's the main problem with the people who, like kids and all the people who have broken relationship, and the girl goes, you say, no, that girl, that honeymoon with my friend, that is forever. I will never, you will forget her. She will forget you. It will happen. But at that time, they don't understand. So the mind has more than 10 facets here, 10 rooms. 9 of the rooms will convince you that this will last forever, forever. Like, have you seen the movie A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah.
No? When he's seeing somebody, Russell Crowe, no? Or
Yeah.
John Nash
Yeah.
in the movie. And what he's always convincing him, same thing happens with the people who are unhappy and depressed. They have something as a reason, it will last forever.
Yeah. So, how can we stay spiritually grounded in such a fast paced world?
First, time, you have to take some time. And second, try to put yourself at least once a week in a spiritual place. For example, even if you don't believe in a religion, go to a church. You might be Hindu, go to church for 30 minutes and see there is a change. The change is spiritual. It hardly matters who is the God. So, what in India we used to do, that always you will see why all the sadhus and the priests and the great monks, they left society because they knew the human weakness. You can't go to a bar and say, I want to prove myself that I will not drink. You don't need. The bottle will beat you. But go to a Himalaya, tie your legs and hands with a tree, automatically, and there is no bottle. So move
Put
yourself.
themselves away from the
Yes.
distractions.
Distraction, the circumstances. No, you have to sometimes go away. Find, that's why they achieved mindfulness, meditation, everything. The circumstances and the geographical. We want to be the same flat, everything, where you are fighting, where, go out.
Yeah.
Go out. Just to start, when I see people, a couple fighting, I say, please, 1 month you eat outside. And they say, this month we have fought less than the last month. Obviously, you can't fight in a restaurant.
Yeah.
So you have to find geographical, psychological stuff and a person. A friend who will bring you. I always tell my students, how much is important your friendship. Try to understand. If your 3 friends are billionaire, you will be rich, if not billionaire. Guaranteed. I have done that. I have seen.
Surround yourself with the
Surround.
company of.
If your 3 friends go to gym, 4th one is you. And your 3 friends are alcoholic.
You will become alcoholic.
All the time you come, where are you? Come to a bar. Your circumstances is much more important than your talent.
Yeah. What's your personal morning or daily ritual for mental clarity?
I pray. I pray in the mantras. And the mind about Gita chapter, when Krishna says that the mind, a fearful mind, will get destruction by itself. Remove fear, Arjun, always. The worst thing that in this world is a fearful mind. So you have to remove. I read Gita, I read Hanuman Chalisa, all the mantras. Look, mantras are repetitions of words that evoke internal energy, internal clarification, everything. You say Om, it which. So in the morning and at night, I practice the mantras Buddhist way. In my book, I wrote about many types of Buddha and also Vedas. So if you try to read some kind of Vedas and watch videos, you will see change in your life. Just read mantras.
Yeah, there's a video of there's a guru called Premanandji. He wears yellow clothes. I usually see his videos. He's very good in wisdom, clarity, and all. So that's what I do, and other people do whatever they want. But that's one way to do it. Yeah. So let's talk about some um, we can talk like on a number of topics, but I want to like close the session with what's one message you wish the world would hear more often.
You have been given a gift, your life, only once. It's only once. I don't believe in reincarnation or nothing. This is only once life. And if you have not lived this life to be happy in terms of find mindfulness, the consciousness, then I think the God will forgive anything except one thing, that I gave you a beautiful life to be happy and you have come back here unhappy. I don't know what he will say. That is not forgivable. Everybody has the right to be happy and to do anything to be happy without harming others. And always, if you have to fight, fight for your dignity. Because nobody, even if you are multimillionaire, nobody can be happy if you have given your dignity to somebody else. So that's why, for me, spiritual life, your life, and the only thing that you have to not avoid, understand that your fear is your worst hell, and that happens here.
That is true. What's the biggest lesson life in Mexico has taught you?
Anything is possible. Anything is possible, and if true, dream. No, I was born in a village, and now that I go, I want to help people, but dream. And life is very important to dream. Some of the dreams you might not fulfill, but just to have them, it makes you happier. So
Just don't stop dreaming.
don't stop dreaming. Sooner or later, it will become true. Sometimes it doesn't become true because the day is going to become true one day before you give up.
Yeah.
Hold on to the last breath, and you will see the desires will come true. You need blessings of your parents,
Yeah.
God, and talent and dream. So, like we say, if you have talent, dream, and blessings, you don't have to go for your destiny.
Yeah.
She will come up to you.
That's why I'm not giving up on my podcast. I'm not keep on interviewing people and talking about wisdom and good things. And one day people will love it.
I know that. I know. Never judge yourself in terms of result
Yeah.
that come at 100 meters. Life is marathon.
Yeah. At least I'm learning something, right? So,
Exactly.
which is great. If people could do just one thing to transform their lives, what should that be?
At least every day, do 30 minutes just about your mind, whatever. Normally we don't do. For example, breathing. Just that you are conscious of your breathing, think about your breathing, 10 minutes, it will change your life. When people are dying, they think only about their breathing. And we have got 80 years of our life and we have never
Thought about
stopped and think. So you are breathing and you are happy. When you become conscious that you are breathing, you become more happy.
one thing you mentioned is when a person is dying, they think about their breath.
Yes. This is what the
What does it mean? Like when they are dying, they always think about.
Yes, the breathing, I'm breathing or not. And we have it for 80 years and we never thought about that. So we have to value what we have and not wait the day until we lose it and then we try to live our life again and banging the drum.
Yeah.
Life is beautiful. The only thing is that stop judging others and never let others to judge you. You will become happy.
Cool, man. I think it was so much nice to talk to you. I learned so much. One last advice, if you want to go give to audience and some closing thought, what would that be?
For me, the closing thought would be what my grandfather taught me and it has helped me. When you have a strong emotions, be it of being angry or being in love or being drunk, whatever, under strong emotions, please wait at least 24 hours before you make a decision, before you do something. Otherwise, the life will be ruined. So, under any strong emotion, be it good or bad, don't make decision. Hold on to 24
Take some
hours.
time.
Take some time.
That's a very good thought. Cool. Thank you so much, Chaubey
Okay.
to be in my channel. It's called Mindfulness with Manish. I learned a lot. I hope the audience also get some knowledge. Even if you get one small thing, 1% of whatever he said, that would be great. He's a big personality in Mexico. I met him in a restaurant. Uh, to give you some numbers, people pay $5,000 1 hour to just welcome him as a guest in a motivational speech or things like that. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope your day goes well and thank you so much.
Likewise,
Yeah.
and namaste, and see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.